David Nail!
Can I clap for myself?
Absolutely, man.
Okay.
Absolutely. Hey, congrats, by the way, on Let It Rain.
Thank you very much.
Freaking cool.
Congrats to you. I don't think that would have happened without you, so
yeah, it's
we should congratulate each other.
Big year, man. With the Grammys last year.
Yeah,
Freaking,
it was.
New Year's Eve, Tonight Show.
You know what's awesome about that stuff is you kind of have something else that comes, and so you forget about it, and so that's why I always enjoy doing these types of things, because you know it's a way to kind of remind yourself, oh wait, I forgot we did go to the Grammys last year. That was really cool. I remember that. Lady Gaga was an egg right behind us on the red carpet. Yeah, exactly. You want to take the focus off you on the red carpet real quick.
Right.
Put Lady Gaga on an egg behind you, and suddenly you become really uninteresting.
Favorite moment of the last year, and it's okay, by the way, to say this interview right now.
With the exception of this.
Right.
And the 45-minute monologue that happened before this that we didn't air, thank God, would be, and you've just got to kind of know a whole lot of the backstory, but I would say singing God Bless America at the World Series. Game 7 after Game 6 of the World Series, which if you watch the World Series, you know it's like one of the greatest games ever. And for an hour and a half, it was like, okay, we're not singing. Oh, we might sing. We're not singing. There's no chance in the world we're singing. Oh, there's a chance. Maybe. And my manager was with me, and 3 different times he was like, man, forget this. Let's go to Ruth Chris and we'll get a steak, and we got to see this game, and we don't want to see St. Louis lose on their home field. And I was like, man, we can't do it. Well, this is terrible. I'm a St. Louis Cardinal fan. We can't leave. Can't abandon them. And just all of the variables involved, and then to walk out on that field, it was 40,000 people, but knowing that 10 million people are watching on television, it was really cool. Then they won, and
it's got to be so surreal. I mean, just to be at the game, number one, and then to be so now did they invite you back this next year as a good luck charm to maybe do a few more games?
I'm waiting on my World Series ring, and I think that I should get one. And in fact, a few weeks ago, I was hanging out with the trainer for the Cardinals, and I told him, I said, I think that I should get one, a ring, because I really feel like that. I went to games 4, 6, and 7, and they lost 4, but they won 6 and 7. I feel like 2 and 1, that deserves it. I feel like I played an integral role in the actual winning, and then in my selling point, I just slipped in there and said, hey, I'll just buy it. And then he told me how much they cost, and I said, okay, maybe I won't.
Maybe not.
But I think that maybe you should give me one, cost, maybe half off, 70% off.
Right.
Most of the things I buy are 70% off.
Do we know anybody? Can we start a Facebook campaign or something?
Yeah, there's a thing. This guy in Nashville just did a record that way. You raise money, and he thanked everybody in the credits, and I think they got special privileges if they donated money. But that's what I'm going to do.
Can't remember what it's called,
but totally, yes.
Get David Nail a World Series ring.
Kickstarter. Big sweat, thank you.
Absolutely. I mean, could they, right over here.
They're massive. I saw one from the San Francisco Giants last night. They're super nice.
Where's the River Cats?
I'm getting one today, hopefully.
Man, we got to get this guy a River Cats.
I've been to a River Cats game.
Is that not one of the nicest minor league parks you've ever seen?
I think that Sacramento in itself is just one of the true gems in the country,
Yeah.
Evidently,
where's the bell?
Evidently, someone thought that was hilarious. I was being serious.
What?
Sorry, I threw you off.
No, man, I'm just
complimenting your city.
Rapid fire Q&A, man. What? If you could do anything, what would you do for one day?
You're not gonna believe this, but I'd host a sports talk radio show.
Would you? Who's going to win the World Series in 2013?
St. Louis Cardinals, of course.
Okay. Is that the right answer?
The San Jose Giants can't because they're an A-ball.
Right.
They may win the minor league World Series.
Man, loving that. What excuse do you give when you're caught speeding?
My wife just got a ticket 2 days ago. Evidently, the excuses don't work because she actually got a ticket, which screws the whole philosophy that girls don't get tickets.
Right.
I would say I have an extremely upset stomach, and if I don't get somewhere within the next 2 minutes, both of us are going to be in a really bad way.
That's awesome. What do you worry about most?
Failure. This just went real dark, didn't it? Failure in anything. I hate failing at anything. Like, I was telling somebody yesterday, I went to skiing for the first time a few weeks ago, and I sucked.
Where'd you go?
Park City. I was the worst ever. I mean, like, no exaggeration.
Like skiing or snowboarding?
I didn't go snowboarding because Jake Owen had gone a week before and almost died. And I've talked to him since then, and he literally almost died. Like he had like they said if he hadn't had a helmet on, he had probably
really. Like, I mean, they did some serious work to his shoulder.
But he had like some crazy grade whatever concussion. Like he literally all of his weight went right on his head. That was the worst like part of the impact. Which brings an entire another level of the term hard-headed. So obviously, Jake's very hard-headed. But I was terrible, like pretty much the worst. I'm pretty sure that I was the worst person ever to ski in Park City history. At one point, after about the 13th time that I'd fallen on purpose because I was scared to death that I was going to fall off a mountain, this train of like 14 7-year-olds without poles came down the mountain like doing all these tricks like burp, 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 burp. And I'm just like, really? And they all stopped to take a break and enjoy the laughter that was me, you know, with one leg over here and falling snow all over my face. And the instructor comes over and goes, "Can I help you? Are you okay?" And I can't tell you what I did, but it wasn't very nice.
Can I join your lesson?
Let's just say the kids learned a new hand signal.
Okay.
After that.
Say goodbye to the nice man.
Anyways, the moral of that story, this is real rapid fire, isn't it? The moral of that story is I hate failure.
Yeah.
And two things that, one, I've always known that I stunk at is golf. Terrible. I just try to be, I try to look the part when I go out there. I go get real nice shirts and pants and hats and stuff.
That's important. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Superficial things. And but skiing, I mean, awful. Awful. I'm pretty sure I'm the worst ever.
So you'll never do that again?
Like my mom's the most non-athletic person in the world. And I'm pretty sure I know she's never skied before. I'm pretty sure she would be better than me.
Poor thing.
Another one of those moments where God's like, you know what, man, things are really going good for you, a lot of good stuff happening. Just to make sure that you're not getting a little too big for your britches, we're going to make sure that not only that you suck at this, we're going to make it the most miserable experience of your life.
We're going to have some 7-year-olds come by.
We're going to make you fall down so many times that you spend the next 2 days in Park City, Utah at Sundance Film Festival in your bed because you're so ridiculously sore you can't move.
That's horrible.
And I set the world record for most baths over the next 2 days because I was so sore. I thought it was very ironic too that the place we were gave soothing salts too.
Like they're trying to tell you something?
Like, hey, you are gonna suck really bad. So here's the
Mr. Nail, you might need some of these.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk for a second about Let It Rain. Of course, just went to #1. The video.
Yes.
Man, powerful video.
It was not my idea.
How'd that whole thing come about?
Completely my idea. Well, more or less, I said, you know what? I think that we should make something that's going to cause people to go, wow. And all you really have to do to create that reaction is put a naked woman in it. It's really simple. Like, I dropped out of college 3 different times, and so I'm not the most educated person in the world, but it was really simple. I mean, that's all it took was a naked woman.
How can we make this work? Yeah,
naked woman, yeah. Like,
Jack.
Really, who cares about the rest of it? No one's ever been like, hey, man, that shirt you wore in the video is great.
Right.
Or, hey man, where was that video shot, man? That was an awesome room. Like, I want to stay at that hotel.
Yeah, wow, the view.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, what was that car lot that you see like midway through? Because there was a couple I liked. No, they all want to know is about Lacey.
Yeah, who is that? And
Lacey's not my wife too, which is even more amazing.
So what does your wife think about that? You come home and say, you know what, I got an idea for this new video.
It was like 2 weeks of preparation. It was kind of like, you know, like a lot of dinners.
Yeah.
A couple of trips to J. Crew. While I'm paying for the bill, I would just be like, hey, you know, hey, just so you know, I'm about to shoot a video, and oh yeah, get another sweater. And it's gonna be the people from the record label really want to put a naked woman in it. It's not my idea.
I'm really fighting this hard. Yeah.
And you know, they can't put you in it because you were in the red light video. And that wouldn't make any sense. I'm cheating on my wife with my wife. That makes no sense. So it's got to be somebody else. And at first, which this actually happened, it was going to be like she was going to do all of her shots away from me. But the funny thing about it is the director was so like professional about it, like just totally unmoved. Like, hey, Lacey, take your clothes off. Hey, Lacey, put your clothes on. Hey, Lacey, yeah, I would take your clothes off again. And like, I'm not having to act because it's so uncomfortable. Like, you felt like the biggest like egotistical like man jerk because you're just in this room and all you hear is, Lacey, take your clothes off. And I'm just like, this is uncomfortable. I'm gonna go over here to my part of the room and hide. So I didn't have to act. And I told that she had to be married and 5'9" with long legs. No, I'm kidding.
Right.
That was a joke, I promise, kinda. But she had to be married. That was the stickler. That way there wouldn't be any, you know.
So the actress is in fact married.
She is, yes. I mean, I don't know if they're married now. I guess they technically could have gotten a divorce.
You did that video with David Nail, and I mean, it just looks so real. And then you were saying before too,
I'm a real guy. It was real.
Your ring, your wallet.
It was my wallet. It was Tennessee driver's license.
I mean, that's just.
There wasn't this particular ring because I lost that one. This is a new one.
How'd that go over?
So I'm gonna have to shoot another video.
This last year, you did a video with the naked woman, then you lost your wedding ring.
You know what's hilarious is I lost my wedding ring with somebody else. No, golly,
like
people here are so dirty-minded. Like another really close friend of mine, a guy, we were out on the lake and we both lost our wedding rings the same day. It's crazy.
Suspicious.
Tell you, man, it's just wild stories. You should hang out with me for a week and see all the cool, random stuff that happens.
Love that.
I am wild.
Tonight, speaking of wild, Davis Grad, man.
Yes.
What are we looking forward to out there?
Well, it's probably, if I had to like zero in on like the exact way to describe it, it probably is going to be, for the people that are there, the most enjoyable time that they've ever had in the history of their lives.
History of their lives. We heard it was freaking crazy last night in San Jose.
San Jose was beyond crazy. I don't know what adjective is beyond crazy, but whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, I dropped out of college, but whatever adjective describes beyond crazy, that's what it was. Just really pandemonium. People, if you want.
David Nail, everybody. Man, I appreciate you coming by.
Anytime.
Very cool, man.
I feel like we're just bonded.